Just wanted to give a couple updates since Gerd and I shot this video. Two things to clarify. Number one, the charge to be an eXp-Agent in Germany is only 99 euros, not 150. That's 99, not 150. And while the split is still 75-25, the cap is now 20,000 instead of 25,000. So without further ado, here's my interview with Gerd.
We are coming to you live from Frankfurt, Germany. We're at the Square. This is Gerd Wernicke. He is the godfather of eXp Germany. He was actually the first agent to become an eXp agent here in Germany. So Gerd, as always, great to see you in person.
It's great to see you, David. Nice that you took the long trip from Phoenix in Arizona here to Germany. I really appreciate that. And it's always a pleasure for me to talk to you.
Yeah, and I think we're going to talk a lot of things about eXp. I guess for me, what transcends eXp is that not just like we're business partners, but we're friends also. And that's part of the culture that is eXp and what makes it so special. So let's go back in time. You and I met about 2.5 years ago. You and I are both members of sort of a worldwide international networking group. I introduced you to eXp. So what was it that initially made you want to join eXp?
To be honest, at first I was a bit skeptical because I've been working for a big German bank, and I thought, I don't want to join a group or an organization or a company anymore. But then on our second meeting, we did this via Zoom, and David was bringing Liz and another guy, which name I don't remember right now, into the Zoom meeting. And what they did is they showed me how great it is to work with eXp. And it took me some time to understand it, that all the advantages that you have when you work with a system like that, that there are so many things which are important, which are new, which are much easier when you work with a group like eXp. But then finally I decided to join. I really like it. I think it has been one of my best decisions ever.
So you and I are fortunate. You and we can roll back time because it's been 2.5 years or so since we started this journey. So you had your certain set of expectations and maybe fears, and then looking back over the last 2.5 years, have they proven, has eXp met expectations, or are there some areas where we could grow? What are your thoughts if you were a new agent going to come to eXp in Germany?
If you are a new agent who is trying to get into eXp, that's pretty easy because eXp does everything to help you to understand what eXp is doing. It's a very open and transparent system. And if you are a new agent, the easiest way is to ask somebody who is in eXp, who is working with them for some time, like David or like myself. And those people and everybody in eXp is very helpful, very friendly. It's kind of a real estate family, especially here in Germany, where we are growing, where there is much more room for expansion and for more agents, and it's a great time to join now. So if you are thinking of joining a real estate company, then eXp would be the best bet.
So let's talk about sort of what eXp offers. So one of the things is technology. When the founder, Glenn Sanford, started eXp, he sort of wanted a non-traditional model, whereas in America, we don't have what you call more brick and mortar offices. Like if you're an eXp agent, you don't have to go to an office. You're not required to have one. You can work out of home. How does that translate to German eXp agents?
Here it's absolutely the same thing. The agents are spread all over Germany, but we are in good contact. We have an online meeting every week, and whenever you have any questions, you can reach the office of eXp, or the offices, I would say, because everybody in eXp is working from home. Even the broker of records, is it the right word?
Record, yeah, correct.
Yes, which actually is the manager for eXp here in Germany, which is Lars Pfeiffer. You can reach out to him, and he will answer almost instantly if he's not busy. And everybody is very helpful, very friendly. I've never seen anything like that in any organization I was working with.
And speaking of sort of the response time, like you said, of how quickly Lars gets back to you, another thing that eXp offers its agents, whether you're in Germany, the US, or whatever country you join in, is something called the eXp world. And it's a virtual world that you can go into. And if you have a question about accounting on a commission, you can go get in the accounting line online. It's usually a very short wait time. You can interact with other people. You can go to training. So there's really so much for people more than just the physical interactions that we have with each other.
Absolutely. eXp World is a great tool. As I said, we are using it every week at least. When we have our weekly meeting, we are doing that in the world. And this is one thing which I really liked with eXp, that everything is online. So when you are a real estate agent in Germany, most of the time you are on the road. You are doing visits, you are talking to prospective clients, whatever. And so I'm rarely in my office, and due to the fact that eXp is completely online, I can work from wherever I like, all around the world. That's it's a big advantage.
So in America, remember that old movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. where he's like, show me the money. And so show me the money, show me the Geld. Talk about, you said you had a long history of working with a German bank, doing real estate there. So talk about the differences in payouts, because ultimately at the end of the day, that's why a lot of people do this.
Absolutely, absolutely. With eXp, what I experienced is that you get more money than in other systems. With eXp, the share is 25 to 75. That means you keep 75% of the commission. And the good thing is that there is a cap. So if you have paid 25,000 euros in commissions to eXp, and you do more sales, then you don't have to pay anything for that. So this is amazing. When I was with the bank, I had to give them much more of my share.
Gotcha, and there was no cap where it stopped. Okay,
absolutely.
Okay. So that's unique to eXp. And then talk about one of the things that attracted me to eXp originally, and I think attracted you as well, is what we call revenue share. If you would go into sort of the German revenue share program, and now that you've been in the system a couple of years, sort of what that's been like for you.
This is one of the reasons why I joined eXp. With a standard real estate company, what you do is you sell the property and you get a commission and you share it with the company you're working with. With eXp, you've got many more ways of getting money, of getting income, in a way where you, for instance, if you attract a real estate agent to the system, you get a part of the commission which the company gets. That means for the agent, it doesn't matter at all if he has joined by himself, if he has joined through a sponsor, as we call it. It's like you can make money, you can get a kind of a passive income. And when I realized that, I thought, well, that's a good idea. And to be honest, I really enjoyed it. I just received another check.
Yep, me too.
It's coming out of thin air, and
that's right.
It's great. You have total control. You can see where the money's from, how many you are supposed to get, and there are also huge advantages with the system. For instance, it's a huge company listed on the Nasdaq, so. You can get shares if you like that for a discount. So you be kind of a part owner of the company as well. So this is one thing which I also like very much. And all the possibilities you have when you join eXp. For instance, in Germany, I don't know how this is in the United States. We have a different system. We call it portals, real estate portals, where everybody is advertising the listings he has. And this is very very expensive in Germany. There are 3 or 4 big portals which you would have to use, and that can add up easily if you have a few listings to 2,000 euros a month.
Wow.
That's quite
That's a lot of money.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money. And if the business is going slow and you like right now, the times of high how do you say, interest rates.
Yep.
Everything is a little bit slower. You need more time to sell properties because there are less buyers in the market and
Right.
more real estate in the market. So it's a good thing when you don't have high costs, which you would have to pay every month.
So you're saying in eXp Germany, they're picking up some of the cost of these portals for you?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Oh.
If I tell that to people, they sometimes don't believe what they get for as little as 150 euros per month.
So that's a game changer. I mean, just hearing you, I mean, I know you've probably told me that before, but hearing it sort of fresh, I'm like, oh, wow, that's a deal if you're an independent agent, because
Absolutely.
like you said, it's sort of your monthly costs that suck up a lot of money just to keep you in the game every day.
Yeah.
And one of the things you touched on in America, when we do a transaction, we can buy eXp stock. It's listed on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, as Gerd said. We can use 5% of our commission check to buy at a 10% discount. I don't know if the numbers are the same in Germany,
absolutely the same.
but it's just like he said. I mean, that's sort of money that comes out of free air. But he's like, I got an email and it's like, oh, you have some stock that vested, or you have this that vested. You're like, oh, okay, great.
Yep.
So it's just fun when those things come along. It's an added bonus, and I think the founder, Glenn Sanford, that was one of his things. He saw real estate agents in the past, they only made money on a buy and sell, and that's what I think makes eXp unique, is that they have the revenue share opportunity and they have the stock option opportunity. So you've been talking to agents for now a couple of years, Gerd, and what do you think is the hardest thing about people joining eXp, or what was the hardest thing when you joined where you're like, oh, I wish I would have asked this question maybe before I joined eXp? Or, I mean, you were literally the first agent, so you probably had the steepest learning curve of anybody that's joined eXp. So talk to us about some of the changes that have happened in Germany, hopefully for the better.
When I started at eXp, many things weren't ready. So it's like today, when you start with eXp, everything is a smooth onboarding process. You have all the possibility to put your properties into all the real estate portals.
Gotcha.
You will be supported by your sponsor. You will be supported by the office. You will be supported by the broker owner. So actually the general manager of eXp Germany. You have all the things which you would usually have to take care about by yourself. For instance, as a CRM, kind of a database where you put your real estate and your customers and everything, customer management in. This is included. There are so many more things which are included that you usually you would have to pay for it. And if I would have known that, it would have been much easier for me to join at that time. But now everything works smoothly. Everything is easy. The only thing you have to do is to join.
Yeah, no, well said. And the other thing Gerd said is he mentioned about sort of the German aspects of the culture of eXp here in Germany, how they have weekly phone calls. We talked about the world and that there's trainings in there. Another thing is if you partnered with Gerd and I to be part of our team, we're tied into sort of a bigger international team, which is called the Agent Crew, which is led by my friend Liz Brown, and she offers weekly trainings as well, where she's a big TikToker, and some people use a lot of social media to grow their business. So if you want TikTok lessons, she offers a weekly class called the Film School. So for people who want to expand their horizons beyond what they already are and grow their business in sort of out-of-the-box ways, I think that's what eXp offers, and in particularly our team, the Agent Crew, as it were.
This is one amazing experience. If you talk, for instance, to Liz, she's an expert in social media. She's an expert in how to shoot videos. She will give you so much advice and support. It's amazing. David, how long have you been with?
I've been with eXp over 4 years now. I'm just starting my 5th year.
Yeah, whoa, it's a long time. So you are able to reach out to experienced people, and they are so supportive, and they are so friendly, and it's just, as I said, it's more like a family than like a business. It's amazing.
Yeah, and we touched on sort of more of the local or the regional aspects of being an eXp agent. We focused specifically here in Germany, and I could talk about what my local experience is like in Phoenix, Arizona, but one of the things I love about it is the international aspect. Not only am I tied into Gerd and sort of the German real estate market and wanting to support and help him and the people he's attracted, but a friend of mine came to me recently. She had a property in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and she's like, well, I just don't know who to trust down there. And within a couple days, I was able to find her an agent from the eXp network, and now the agent crew, our team, is going to be the first team that successfully completed a transaction in Brazil from eXp. So it's amazing how you can help people, help friends just beyond your normal scope of business.
Yeah, this is one added bonus. Many German real estate agents, they just work locally in Germany or regionally in Germany. But from time to time, you might have a customer who has a similar problem. It's amazing how that works. Like David just said, you just figure out who is close to the region where somebody wants to buy or sell property. You get in contact to an eXp agent, and you know that he's with the same team, he's with the same company, and working together is easy. It all goes through eXp International, and that's absolutely amazing. So there are so many things, if you think about eXp, that you have to realize how good they are, and there are so many things which I think you have to have.
And I think we didn't touch on this directly, but so many of our competitors, whether it be in Germany or America, they just want to recruit agents. But once they've sort of recruited an agent, I'm not saying their training stops there, but I would almost say their care, their culture stops there, because as you and I alluded to, when we attract an agent, we make, the company pays us revenue based off of what they sell. So it's highly in my best interest to support people who come into your eXp family, my eXp family, because it only benefits us all. And I think in other agencies, that benefit isn't there to keep on helping people. And I think that's truly one of the things that defines eXp culture, is just that desire to help other agents.
Absolutely. I just can completely 100% agree to that. I've been working with different real estate companies in Germany, and nothing even comes close to the eXp experience. It's as I said before, they are so supportive, they are so helpful, and it's a pleasure of working with the people like you, David. If I question, even that you're in Phoenix, that we have a time difference of what, 9 hours?
9 hours at the moment. Okay. Correct. You're correct.
So I just send a WhatsApp or an email or something like that, and sometimes I can't believe it how fast David is responding, even in the middle of the night.
David never sleeps.
Okay, I do. So that's amazing. I really like that.
So one of the things too, so let's sort of talk about, so if you're an independent agent in Germany right now and you are responsible, what are your monthly costs? What are your costs on a monthly basis that some of those, let's sort of recap, that get taken care of by eXp? What do you have to pay for? You have to pay for like a CRM, for like a database. I don't know if there's any kind of licensing. I don't know if there's any kind of insurance, the portals. What are the other things? Like, if I'm an independent agent, I'm out of pocket right now every month.
Absolutely, you are, and you have to just take some money in your hand to be an agent in Germany. It's like that. With eXp, as we said before, you have lots of advantages. You have like a CRM, customer management system, and real estate management system. You have the 4 biggest portals in Germany, which are included in the month. Then you have access to training videos, hundreds of them. In Germany, you have to do some training, 20 hours within 3 years. This also is given to you by eXp. Then what else? It's kind of hard to remember it. It's so many, much things. Let me think about it. What else do we have? As I said before, you have the possibility to get in contact with agents all around the world. And then there is this revenue share thing, which David mentioned. You if you attract somebody to eXp, wherever it is in the world where eXp has its offices, you earn money. If this agent which you brought into the system is making some money, and this comes not out of the pocket of the agent, it comes out of the pocket of eXp. It's amazing.
And eXp has made it even easier. I mean, increased competition. A number of companies throughout the world have either formed or redefined their processes sort of based on how successful the eXp model has been. And so eXp has made it even easier for agents to benefit from rev share over the last couple of years. So one of the things I love about eXp is it's always innovating. And I think whether, no matter what line of business you're in, you better be marketing and you better be innovating, because if not, someone else is.
This also is great, just great. eXp just signed a contract with Canva.
Correct.
And you are getting a professional Canva account included. We are sitting here in front of a co-working space. This also is included worldwide if you join eXp. So there are so many things which are just great, which I really like.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ancillary benefits as you rolled them off. I was like, oh yes, I forgot. I'm a big Canva fan. I've been paying for Canva professionally for the past 2 or 3 years because I think Canva is such a great system to help you get your social media out there, to do it one step, to make your life simpler. And now it's a part of the eXp package. So I think you're right. That's what sets eXp apart, is they're just continually trying to say, how can we help our agents be successful? And even in America, we've had new regulations come out. There was a lawsuit. It was called the NAR lawsuit, and things have changed. So I think eXp has been trying to be on the front curve of that change in America, which I know they would do for anybody worldwide, and say, how can we help our agent to overcome in a new market, in a different market? So yes, they're always pushing. So that was my chat with Gerd Wernicke, the godfather of eXp Germany. If you have any questions about eXp or Immo Power Team, Gerd's team in Germany, please reach out to us, let us know, or anything we brought up that you don't think was fully covered or answered. We'd be happy to answer your questions and talk to you. Thanks for watching.